You know that one friend who always cancels plans? That friend who's always not feeling well or says maybe next time every single time? Everyone assumes they're boring, antisocial, lazy, or maybe avoiding people. But what if they're not? Today, we're going to talk about something society misunderstands completely. We're going to explore the psychology of people who genuinely love staying at home. Not because they're weak, not because they're antisocial, but because their mind and nervous system simply work differently. If you're someone who feels more alive in pajamas on a Friday night than at a crowded party, welcome. You're about to feel deeply understood. Let's clear something up first. Not everyone who enjoys being at home is an introvert, and not everyone who goes out often is extroverted. Psychology explains it this way. The real difference is not about liking people or hating people. The real difference is extroverts recharge in noise, movement, conversation, chaos. Their nervous system is fueled by stimulation, but others recharge in silence, stillness, calm environments, predictability. And this is where a powerful psychological principle comes in, the optimal arousal theory. Every human brain has a preferred level of stimulation where it functions best. Some people need high stimulation. Others need low stimulation to feel mentally balanced. This isn't weakness, it's wiring. Literally, their nervous system operates differently. The outside world is unpredictable. Noisy environments, unexpected conversations, social pressure, constant changes, overwhelming crowds. But at home, you control the lighting, the noise, the pace, who enters your space, what energy surrounds you, and when interaction begins and ends. For many people, especially those who are anxious, highly sensitive, emotionally aware, deeply introspective, being at home is not a luxury. It's psychological protection. Home becomes safety, grounding, emotional stability. Not because they're weak, but because the outside world is simply too much. Science shows something fascinating. People who enjoy solitude often score higher in creativity, reflection, problem solving, and emotional intelligence. Many great writers, musicians, philosophers, and innovators spent long periods alone. Silence isn't emptiness. Silence is space where ideas are born. Not all great moments happen in loud bars or crowded parties. Some of the most important life decisions happen at 2 a.m., on the couch, with a notebook or a thought spiraling quietly in the mind. Solitude is not doing nothing. Solitude is creation. Modern culture glorifies being busy. We hear it everywhere. Go out, travel more, party hard, live your best life. But what if someone's best life is simply a documentary, a warm bowl of soup, a peaceful evening, zero pressure, and peace of mind? That's not sad. That's not boring. That's called self-awareness. Knowing who you are, knowing what nourishes your mental health, and choosing it unapologetically. That's strength. Now we have to talk about the darker side. Because not everyone stays at home for healthy reasons. Sometimes people stay home because of social anxiety, past trauma, rejection, depression, emotional exhaustion. For them, home becomes both a shelter and a prison. So here's the important question. Do you stay home because you feel fulfilled, calm, peaceful? Or do you stay home because going out feels painful, heavy, terrifying? One is comfort. The other is silent suffering. And ignoring the difference can slowly destroy mental health.
But for those who truly love staying home for the right reasons, their happiness is different. They find joy in small rituals, the morning coffee routine, soft lighting in the evening, their favorite spot on the couch, watching sunlight move across the room, music that feels like a hug, reading something meaningful, or simply sitting in peace. They don't chase adrenaline. They value emotional depth. They don't need loud experiences. They appreciate the emotional quality of life. They are present. They notice. They feel deeply. If you can decline invitations without guilt, enjoy spending an entire Saturday alone, prefer peace over chaos, find happiness in routine, then psychology has a name for you: low stimulation preference personality, meaning your inner world is rich enough. You don't need constant external noise to feel alive. And that is not dysfunction. That is emotional intelligence. However, it becomes unhealthy when you isolate completely, you lose interest in everything, you avoid life out of fear, you disconnect emotionally from everyone, you feel trapped rather than calm. When that happens, you don't need judgment. You don't need people saying, just go out more. You need support, gentle exposure to life again, human connection, professional help if needed. Healing is not weakness. Healing is courage. Before we end, let's talk about something important. People who love staying at home often struggle with guilt. They don't want to disappoint others, but they also don't want to betray themselves. So how do you keep your peace and still stay connected? Psychologists suggest 3 simple truths. 1. Set boundaries without guilt. It's okay to say, I need rest today. Boundaries are not selfish, they are emotional maturity. 2. Choose quality over quantity. You don't need a huge social life. What matters is meaningful connections with people who truly understand you. 3. Shape social life your way. You don't need crowds to belong. Maybe it's coffee with one friend, a quiet walk, or intentional meetups. You can stay connected without sacrificing your peace. That's not avoidance. That's emotional intelligence. In the end, people who love staying home are not broken. They're not boring. They're not antisocial failures. They simply experience life differently, deeply, quietly, meaningfully. So tell me, are you someone who loves staying at home, or do you feel like society forces you to be on all the time? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might help someone feel understood. If you enjoy psychology explained in a real, honest, and human way, make sure to subscribe, because the next video will dive even deeper into secrets of personality most people never hear about. See you in the next one.